Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving a little bit of an update, which I know is not the normal time, but if you saw my my really quick, really short video, which totally wasn't because I didn't realize how to make the 60-second long short instead of the 15-second one, just for the record, it's definitely not a thing that happened, but I was on vacation for a kind of an extra long weekend last week, and so my filming schedule was a little bit off, and while on vacation I got to hang out with Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads, which was a great time as always. So I'm going to do a little update, do a little clip show of some pictures from the vacation, which I did the last time I did this as well, so figured that will be a fun little thing to do, and then I can't, meet up with Andrew and not end up having enough books for at least a reasonable sized book haul, so we'll be doing that as well here also. So let's jump into first the vacation clip show. So yeah, there are some pictures there from the vacation. I included some. Our dogs were being boarded, and the place reporting them did the costume thing, so I thought that was pretty fun as well. So included that, of course, as well. But a lot of fun, and now let's jump into the main event here, the vacation book haul, because as always, there's a lot. It's not nearly as bad as one of the last times that I went and visited him. I came away with way too many books, but we definitely have some, including some I just bought while we were there, and some I got from Andrew. So let's jump in. So first off, we have The Warrior by Stephen Aryan, and this is a proof copy, and there's a few more of these in here as well. And so this I'm really excited for because I loved the first book, and I meant to jump in on the buddy read before this came out with the Arc of the Arc version, but I just did not have time. I really liked The Coward, though. It was a really surprising one for me because one of those books where I thought it was going to be a comedy, and it ended up being like very David Gemmell-esque with a twist, and was just really enjoyable and really good. So I've been really excited to get to this, and now I have a copy, so I really don't have a good excuse to not get to it. So hopefully this will help me get to it quicker, because I actually didn't have a copy yet. Another art copy is giving his art copy of Bonds of Chaos, which is book 3 and Threadlight, and this I think is specifically to make sure I get it in gear and continue, because I've only read the first one at this point, and I still need to read Stones of Light before I can get to this, but now I have this book 3, so I'm like, naturally I'm gonna have to get to Stones of Light sooner, hopefully, in order to do it. You see, it's Andrew is always trying to make me read more books, like my TBR isn't bad enough. A couple more review copies that he gave me to pass along as well is Seekers, The Wind of Change by Troy Knowlton, if I can talk, and The Ocean of Others, which is by, it's at the top there, Joshua Scott Edwards. So I don't know a ton about these, but these are ones he passed on me to read, so and once again, getting me to try more books he wants to try. I think he's got new copies of both of these, and so passed on the ARC ones to me, which is probably what I'll end up doing for the most part too. So excited also to get to these. I don't know when I'm going to get to them. Like I said, I don't know a ton about them, but Andrew had enjoyed both of these, and was thinking I would like them too, so pass them on. And the last book specifically that I got from Andrew is The Gauntlet and the Fist Beneath, which is a super interestingly titled book. In this one, it's the taglines, protect your people, fight for your family, destroy your enemies. And I looked at this a little bit as well, and so it's, basically it's somebody who's got to go and fight to protect the family. So another one too, adding to my endless collection of books I definitely want to get to. I always try to prioritize books like this, but we will see. So those are those ones. And then, of course, I ended up buying some books as well. So I got a couple of really interesting ones I'm going to save for the end. But let's jump in with some of the other ones I bought. So first off, happened to find it, the Further Chronicles of Conan by Robert Jordan. I have this in paperback. And I got it, I think, on Book Outlet a while back, but I really had wanted it in hardcover because I had the first Chronicles in hardcover, and this is in pretty good condition, so I was really happy to find this because now I can swap this out for my paperback copy and just go with straight paperback or straight hardcover, not paperback. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But just, yeah, so now I have matching editions, so I was really happy there. And then ever since commenting, I was going to jump on later this year in December into a Rune Lords read-along, I have been finding hardcover copies. So this is Sons of the Oak, the 5th book, and the Wormling Horde, the 7th book, both by David Farland. So I now have, I think, like 1, 4, 5, and 7, so I have some random ones. These, the audiobooks are included with an Audible membership as well, so I plan on kind of hybrid reading for the ones I have. And I have more of them, and I love these old school covers, and it's just really nice condition books, and I don't know how I just keep finding them now, because I've had like the first book for so many years and I have never seen others, and then all of a sudden, now that I actually agreed to read them, I keep finding them. So it's working out really, really well. Really good timing to start finding hardcover copies now of all times. So then breaking into some of the other really cool things here because Andrew's Half Price Books is much better than mine, and mine never has this kind of cool stuff, but I got this like brand new seeming copy. It is A Stark and Wormy Night by Tad Williams, which is just something he wrote. I think this is like a bunch of short work, and it's in like brand new condition, and I had to get it because, hey, like, just look at that. Like, it feels so high quality. It is signed and numbered. And yeah, I'm like, I could not say no to this. So this is beautiful. I still don't have a lot of signed books. Actually, funnily enough, the only other signed Tad Williams book I have is Shadow March, which Andrew sent me as a gift a while back as well. So now I have a couple, and just in like amazing condition. I could not say no to this, and I really, really, really loved Memory Star and Thorn. I still need to get to his other series, which you can see several up there, and I still plan to, but this one should be interesting as kind of a short story collection, and I'm just super pumped to have this. And then I even got lucky going to like an antique store, as my wife and I went to a few antique stores just kind of looking around, and hit the mother lode with one of them that actually had quite a few books. And so a couple of things that I got there, one being, which I'll probably never actually read this and just keep it because I don't even want to take the plastic off, but Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. So this is actually, well, if you've heard of the movie, that's the title of the movie. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely love that film. It's like a very dry, dark comedy / satire on the Cold War, and I absolutely love every minute of it. It's one of those things that's probably not for everybody, and a lot of people would find it boring or just not enjoy it, but I absolutely love it. And it's based originally on a book called Red Alert. And I've been curious to read that, and I've never worked hard to track one down, because Red Alert was very different from the movie and a lot more serious, and the movie made it more into that kind of black comedy. So this actually is the rewritten version where the author rewrote the book to be closer to the movie after the movie was successful, and so I'm really, really curious to read this, and like I said, I don't know if I'll actually read it because I'm kind of afraid to take it out. It is not in bad shape, but it is quite old, and so I just I don't know if I actually want to take it out and read it, but and just as a collector's item, super, super cool. I was just pumped when I saw this. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then the other pretty cool item is this guy right here. So this is a copy of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. And this is, oh, I have it upside down again. There's the front. Every time I take it out, I feel like I take it out upside down. And so this is really cool, and it's got like a cloth binding. And this is actually a Folio Society version from 1983 in fantastic condition. And Folio Society, I don't have any other stuff, but I know they make really, really beautiful books that are usually quite expensive. And this was actually quite cheap. It is, I mean, short, but really, really well preserved. You can see a little bit of darkening on the top, but otherwise really, really well done, being in the case and all. And so I snagged this, and this will be another one where if I read, I'll read very carefully, but just as a collector's piece, I thought it was really, really cool. So I was pretty excited with that as well. So those are the books that I got while on vacation, and kind of what was just going on there. We'll be getting back to a normal schedule with next week and everything too, with like a normal sized wrap up and all that kind of thing. More stuff coming along as well. We'll be like, yeah, we'll be getting back to normal. I'm always bad about having enough videos like as a backlog, but I actually was good. I had like my videos ready to go. It's just on Mondays I usually do my wrap up, and I film that like the day or two before when I wasn't home, so I couldn't really do a normal one. And so that's why we got the short one. Everything back to normal next week. I'm looking forward to it. But let me know in the comments what was your last vacation, and hopefully it was a good one. But either way, tell me about that. Also, any thoughts you have on any of the books that I acquired while on that vacation as well. Always excited to see your guys' comments. So let me know, of course. Make sure to give the video a like. If you enjoyed it, check the link in the description, as always, for the Wizardly Do It Discord. If you want to chat books, whether any of these books, other books, any books, really anything at all, it is a lot of fun, and we would love to have you. And, of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.